Hey guys, welcome back. As you can tell, we're going to tear apart this Norseman today and give it a good cleaning for my buddy Will before I send it back to him. And as I said in the video before, they do include the tool to tear it apart. So all you need to use is what comes in the package. But I am going to cheat to speed things up a little bit and just use my driver here. What I think is really cool is that all of the fasteners are the same, T9s. So you just need one bit, one tool to get it all broken down, which I appreciate. I think that's a very cool way to do it when you can. I mean, that's what you get when you're allowed to, or when you machine your own hardware, which they do. So I know that this is a little bit dirty. What is kind of cool is they do label the date inside of every knife. So that is pretty cool. Oh, wow, you can actually take off the over travel stop if you needed to or wanted to. That's kind of interesting. I don't need to, but that's kind of cool. So let's just get this thing wiped off here. Not so dirty on this side, but we'll kind of wipe it off anyway to make sure there's no gunk and grime in here. Yeah, a little dry, so it will run a lot, but not that it was running bad, but it will be even more cleaned off when we're all done, because it's a little bit dry in here. So grab the bearings out, and hopefully they don't go flying all over the place. Pull the blade out, pop the pivot all the way out. So that we can get it all cleaned up. And there is 2 stop pins, it looks like here, which don't, oh, and they got some more cool engraving and milling on the inside here. Proudly made in Canada, the Norseman logo there, their own logo. Pretty cool, actually, the way this is all put together. So let's just get it all kind of wiped down, and this should go back together really easy because there's really not much to it here, guys. And again, I appreciate the fact that it's simple, it's easy, and they give you all the tools you need to tear it apart. Like, there is no messing around. You don't have to go find it. It is a T9 Torx bit, just if you're curious, and that is what they give you, so you don't need to go source one, but it is kind of nice to have a driver. It's just, you know, kind of speeds up the process. Yeah, so there's a little bit of gunk and crud in there. So this will be running really good, hopefully, Will, when you get it back. If you get it back. Just kidding. I will get it sent back out to you this week, coming up week. Because I greatly appreciate you sending it in. It was my first time to really, you know, yeah, literally my first time to ever handle one of these. So I will very much appreciate it. Get some alcohol here to wipe this down a little bit more, just to make sure it's all very clean. And then we'll get it put back together. And I did notice today that I hit over 400 subscribers. So thank you for that. And I will be giving away the Saviti Asticus as promised. when I got to 400 subscribers. So I will do another video on how that's all going to work. So, and something I didn't necessarily talk about in the last video was this detent ball ramp, kind of that milled in piece that just makes it that much easier to get up on the detent and close the knife. So again, just another little neat little trick that they did. All right, lastly, got to kind of clean off these bearings. Make sure those are all nice and clean so we can lube them back up and get this thing running like perfect. If I don't drop it and send it across the room. Okay, I dropped it, but it didn't go flying across the room. So, not to worry. All right, so the other beautiful thing is they include the nano oil that you need. So that's also very cool. So you don't need to go and get any on your own or use what you have. I mean, it's just another just very cool little thing that they do to include everything you need. The pivot will go in two different ways, either that way or with the Noresman head the other direction, I'm guessing. Yep, but we're gonna keep it the way it was so that everything goes together, hopefully first time, one and done. All right, that's the goal. So let's drop a little bit of oil in here. Move this up here so you can actually see it. And this is the first time I've used this oil. I typically will use a oil from Peter Viceroy. Oops, let me see, which way do these go? It looks like they are directional. So I think it's this way. And we'll just kind of give it a little turn here. Put a little bit of oil on this side as well. And a little bit on the pivot just to make sure everything is good. Good and smooth. I like to run it back and forth just a little bit to make sure everything's seated properly. And a little bit more here. So this will go pretty quickly. Fumbling just a little bit because, well, you know, it's what I do. Make sure the bearing is on the right direction. Get it set down in there. Give it a little spin. Give it a little lube on this side. And then see if we can get this all lined back up. Because you do have those 2 stop pins. Oh, there you go, pretty quick and easy. Let's just throw something in here to hold it, and then I'll get some Loctite to put it all together one last time, which I've got right here. And we'll be done here in just another minute. Just gotta kind of get it together and then adjust the pivot. Make sure it's all centered and it's running good. And then Will be a happy guy when this comes back next week to him. And again, thank you so much, Will, for passing this along. It's been a pleasure to check it out. Carried it all day today, and again, it's really, it just disappears in your pocket. It really does. So I very much like that part of it. I actually like it very much. I think it is maybe, new, a little overpriced just because there's nothing super fancy. In today's knife making world, I think for the price, there are some other, options. And the pivot's probably a little tight. There is no blade play, so let's play with that just a little bit, see if we can loosen up that action just a hair. But it is centered good. A little loose. This is the thing, guys. You gotta just kind of go tiny, tiny increments. Almost like you're not even turning it, but it's turning. So there you go. We got that drop shetty action. If I could get my finger out of the way in time, because I've been bit a couple of times, so I'm a little always nervous, right? But it's centered. There's no blade play in any direction. I think you're good to go, Will. So there you go. That's how you tear it apart. That's what the insides look like. And I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Take a look at the giveaway video coming out soon also to win yourself this Civivi Asticus. Not this particular one, but the brand new one that's still in this box. From my good friend Alex at Alex's Knife Box for loaning, for hooking me up with these guys in the first place, and for sending in the one for the giveaway. So I greatly appreciate that as well. So thanks everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.